Welcome to Hair Up, Bra Off podcast. We're here to be your new comfort fix with unfiltered conversations on random topics and gossip. As two women in their 30s, Catherine, who's been chronically single, and Sue, who is happily married with 2 cats. So take your bra off, throw your hair up, and let's get into it. And men, if you're listening, take notes. So, hello everyone, and welcome back to another incredible episode of Hair Up, Bra Off. Now, buckle up because this is going to be a very salacious episode, should I say. We're going to be talking about 2 teachers who had inappropriate relationships with their students and were grooming them, full-on predators, and we have all the details. I went through all the police reports, have all the text messages, so it's going to be a lot, but it's going to be worth every second because these 2 cases are just insane. Just the detailed part and the teachers themselves, very, very interesting.
Yeah. Are they, by the way, is it that people picked up on these stories like for something specific? Like why are these 2 stories trending, I guess? I'm just like curious because I feel like there's probably a lot more.
Like once you hear the backstory and everything they're being accused of and everything that's being said, you'll be like, okay, now I understand. Because
Yeah,
it
to
is
like
a
that
lot.
degree of, I guess salaciousness. Okay. Makes sense.
It's like clearly these women were predators, and especially now with like technology and iPhones, the police were able to get a lot of evidence, and because they have released it or have gave some information to the public, they're like really interested now because they're hearing everything behind the scenes more or less. Like they're seeing
Okay,
the
I see.
actual communication of how these teachers were with the victims. You know what I mean? Like you're getting firsthand look at exactly what they were doing.
Yeah.
So it makes it more interesting. And I think it's because the teachers themselves and their backstories just make it very strange. It just kind of shows how crazy they are.
Yeah, you kind of have to be crazy. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And Sue hasn't heard of any of these cases, so she's also going to get like a firsthand, like
Right.
hear or listen to everything that I'm about to just say right now. Or should I say, unleash this information on her, and we'll see how she reacts.
We'll see how long I think about it after. Probably for a long time.
Oh, yeah. So we'll get right into it because it is a lot. Now, the first teacher we're going to talk about is Christina Formella. She is 30 years old. She was a special education teacher and a soccer coach. Now, both of these women did coaching, so that kind of is like a red flag now of me thinking of people who want to coach.
You know, that actually happens a lot, not just with them, but like with on the male side, like the abusers too. They're like always super involved in coaching.
Well, yeah, I think it's the best way to be able to groom the kids without it looking too suspicious.
Yes, okay. Yes, I think what it is like they need to find time away from just the classroom too. And that's like an additional place in which they can plug in without it being like suspicious because it's just like you're just coaching. So you're like finding other windows of opportunities, maybe even trying to go to their house.
Oh, that would,
yeah.
Oh my God,
but we can start with these 2.
Okay, we're getting, you guys, this is going to be a packed full episode of just gossip, chisme, and these scandals. So Christina Formella, she's 30. Now she has the ideal life. She married her high school sweetheart in 2024, and his name is Michael. He comes from a very wealthy family. They have a food company. They do like food manufacturing and I don't know how to say this word. And purveyors? I don't know what that is.
No idea.
But, you know, he comes from a wealthy family and they're living the dreams. They live in a house that's like $600,000. She has everything. And when this whole grooming thing started, she was 28 years old and she was still just dating her now husband. They hadn't gotten engaged yet. They weren't married yet. So this started prior. And the victim was 14 when it started. Now, the reason why she even got caught was the victim's mother got him a new phone, and when she went into the iCloud to sync everything in, it also included all the messages that the teacher and the victim had. So, of course, she went and she reported it. But this is something I see similar in both of these cases, that it wasn't the victim who came forward. It was a third party who saw the messages or saw something inappropriate, which makes me wonder how many teachers got away with doing this prior
to
technology. because these students or these victims didn't say anything. They were
Right.
bumps the word. So continuing on. So she was arrested in March 2025. Now, everything that I'm about to share is something that a TikToker named Abby Blabby, she attended the court cases. She's the one that's been updating on the prosecutor's claims, what the defense is saying. I'll put her username here so you can go follow her, because once the trial comes out or once it's going on, she'll be the place to go to get all the updates. Because right now it's just all alleged, quote unquote.
Okay. And when is the trial again?
I have no idea. It keeps getting pushed back. Yeah. But so right now, allegedly, Christina and the victim had sex over 45 times. 45 times. That's insanity. And 5 to 6 times were in her own home that she shares with her husband. So she's bringing
soon
the
to be
student
ex-husband.
over.
Do we know where the husband?
I will get to that. I'm so glad you say that, because we'll get to that.
Okay.
So Christina led the victim to believe that she was single, and she would hide all the evidence of her husband, such as photos and clothing items, in their homes, including engagement photos. And it's because the victim did feel bad, saying, hey, you have a husband and I'm a child. You shouldn't be doing this, period, but you also have a husband. So this was her way of grooming him, trying to make it seem like it was okay. Like, oh no, he's not with me, like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. She finally admitted to the victim that she was with Michael and had gotten engaged. She told the victim that Michael apparently has information on her that could send her to jail, so she had to accept the proposal again. So here she is manipulating the victim, saying like, oh, I can't even leave him because he has stuff that will ruin me. Bitch, what? What you're doing right now will send you to jail. Like, that's what you should be worried about. Please. But again, of course, the victim believed it.
I mean, the victim was 14, so like,
right?
I get that.
I look at myself when I was 18 and I was already naive and stupid and didn't know anything. I don't remember. 14, I can't even imagine. I don't even remember. But this, God. But anyways, so one time Christina had planned on the victim coming over, but her husband showed up unexpectedly because he came early, and she told the victim not to come. And then once the husband left again, the victim came over. So there's plenty of times for her to get caught and her to like rethink what she's doing, but it never stopped her. Like, she still told him to come over, the victim, which is insane. And so then, so then in November 2023, Christina sent the victim text messages saying she's scared about what's going on because apparently a neighbor was doing the same thing and had just recently got caught.
Same thing.
The same thing. I don't know. This is the fact that
okay, first of all, where is this neighborhood? Like, must avoid, clearly.
Yeah.
Not the neighbors. More than one. What? So
I think what she was trying to say is she's trying to make the victim almost feel bad that they're having this relationship by saying, oh my God, my neighbor almost got caught for the same thing. I'm so worried, but I love you so much. That's why I'm doing it. It's like a mass manipulated way of keeping him there, because I don't think, like, no news came out about something that happened with her neighbor. Like, no information after she made that claim came out. I'm trying to see where she was. Where does she live? Illinois. So
that makes sense.
Stay clear of that neighborhood, although she sold her house, so I don't even know where she is now. Okay, so then this is the thing. Her fiance's family, her husband's family, has money. And they had a wedding in Italy, which was beautiful. You could tell they shelled out a big amount of cash on this. Beautiful reception, photographs, dress, just the whole thing was just insanely beautiful. And she got married in Italy, and during this time, the prosecutors alleged that she was still texting the victim. So while she's getting married in Italy, she's still texting him. And she told the victim that the only reason why she was going through with the wedding is to get millions from the family and that they could be together after he graduates high school.
Wow. Delusional.
So this woman has a man who she's been with since high school, and he has stood by her side through all that time, has a family that's giving them everything, and she's still on this 14-year-old. Like, something is not right in this woman's head.
Yeah.
She is a predator,
Yeah.
period.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane. So
makes you wonder how many other people she kind of did this to as well, because if she's been with the same person, since she was like in high school, it's probably like a known, like people don't usually just start. It's like a known behavior, I think.
Yeah. No, I agree. She most likely cheated on this man multiple times.
Totally.
Luckily, she just got this teaching job. Like, she hasn't been teaching for that long, so she hasn't had the chance to be around kids that long. By the grace of God, she got caught early, because seeing how she is now, she would have never stopped.
Yeah.
Never stopped. So, okay. And then Christina told the victim that she wanted to have kids with him. And if for some reason he was unable to do so, she would just get a sperm donor, because it's either his kids or no one's kids.
Oh my God, crazy.
I'm sorry, excuse me? I'm missing. You're asking a kid to have a kid. Like, that is your plan in your head that you're making up right now. As a newlywed who's probably having this conversation with her husband about kids.
Right.
Mamacita, no. Disgusting. Absolutely. I'm like throwing up. Anyways, so while investigating the phone dump, they found that Christina sent the victim a video of herself masturbating to a picture of him. And she also asked him for a similar video back. So I don't even know how to react to that. This woman's obviously disgusting. Sending this to a 14-year-old. Like, I don't even. Anywho, so Christina also told the victim that her husband was cheating on her with her best friend and was going to leave her, and that's also okay. Why it was okay for them to have a relationship, which it's not true. I don't believe. There's been no verifying that. I think it's just something she told the victim. Now, the text messages, I don't know why for this case, there's not as much information out there compared to the next case that we're going to talk about. This is the only text messages that they've shared so far, and it's the victim saying, "I love you so much, Mama. Formella. I love you so much, baby. Even though the morning was short."
Mama.
It was perfect.
Mama's
victim.
Weird.
Right? I bet you she asked him to like call her that
Yeah,
too.
you're right. Yeah.
I can see her manipulating him in that way. And he goes, "I know, baby. It was perfect. Baby, so perfect. Formella, I love having sex with you." Fucking disgusting. Victim, "I know, baby. I love it so much. It feels so good. It's so passionate. It's so intimate. It's so perfect." And that is the text messages that has been released of their communication.
Silence.
I don't even know how to remark to that besides the fact that she's disgusting. Like, I don't even know. Anywho, so after the mom found the text messages, Christina got arrested, and they interviewed the victim as well. And the victim says the reason why the defendant and him started communicating was because she asked for his number so that they can play a game on iMessage. Like, you could play like Connect 4 or some shit.
It's typical
grooming.
Predator behavior.
Let it start off innocent, like, "Oh, we're just gonna play a game," and then it leads to you like sending videos of you masturbating.
Right.
Yeah.
Escalation.
My kids are never having phones. They're gonna get a pigeon and
Oh my God.
paper.
Yeah, I think about that. That's like a fear of mine, and I don't have children, but I'm just like, can you imagine trying to like control what they consume via the phone, because it's also like access for so many people, and knowing the amount of people that are trying to like harm them.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's like a full-time job.
Yeah.
I feel, to keep kids safe at this point when you have teachers like this who are fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. So,
oh my God.
Happened.
Business idea. We just keep coming up with new idea.
Okay, let me hear it. I'm ready. My ears are open.
You could technically do like an AI like scrub for, like.
Well, they have that already, actually. I'm sorry to tell you, because when I hear these stories,
I'm looking for other areas not related to the podcast where we can make an investment. You know what I mean?
We call this podcast our think tank. This is where we're going to come up with our best ideas. That's really what we're doing it.
It's our incubator with microphones.
There's programs that parents can install on the kids' phones that they can put in keywords that will alert them if they're being used. For example, sex, baby. One teacher got caught because the parents got an alert of the word baby being used a lot. And so they caught that teacher. And I mean, there's programs, but again, it's just keeping up with them and staying ahead of, I'm sure
Yeah.
once they know that those programs exist and they start using different words and start
Yeah.
using code, it's like, it's always something.
Yeah.
But so the victim says afterwards they started exchanging flirtatious text messages. According to the victim, they developed feelings for each other. Okay, they started developing feelings for each other. And then the victim said one morning in December 2023 before school, he had met up with the defendant in her classroom. Victim said that the defendant had closed the door, which is an automatic lock, that they started kissing, that he grabbed her butt and she grabbed his, area over his clothes, and that she had removed his pants and his underwear, that they had removed her leggings, and that they engaged in sexual intercourse while standing up in the classroom. So she had no fear at all of getting caught. She did not care. It was
Did
just
not care.
doing whatever she cared. And the victim said he was wearing a condom and that he had ejaculated and that he had flushed the condom down the toilet so that the evidence was not in the classroom garbage. Now, the victim also says supposedly the last time he spoke with the defendant was in February 2024 and that they both acknowledged that it was wrong. He also said that they only had sexual intercourse once, and it happened when he was 15, and he believed the defendant to be 26 to 27, but she was actually 28. Now, what the victim is saying is not true. So they did this interview before they started looking into the evidence and noting that it was more than one time.
Yeah, way more than that. Right. Yeah.
And it's just proof again how these victims, even after being with these predators, are still protecting them.
Well, yeah, they don't want to like hurt them. That's like, their whole thing.
And that's how they've been able to get away with it, I think, up until now with technology, thank God. Now, this is going to be a handful. This is going to be wordy, but this is once they got the charges or alleged, the police took her phone and they took all the evidence. And one of them was she had in her notes basically an essay that she was writing for manifesting, and it was in regards to the victim. Now, this was in her notes sections, and it says, once again, from day fucking one, called your next girlfriend's name. You're so fucking predictable and disgusting. Shocker. You cheated on me with her. Now, this is claims where the victim, they ended their relationship and he had a new girlfriend. So this is her spewing her feelings in the notes app and her writing all of this. All I was to you was someone to fuck. I'm not upset. I'm not mad. I'm not any of that. I've just lost interest. I went back and I screenshotted every single time that I said we should break up until after the wedding and after you graduated. And every single fucking time you came back and convinced me it would be fine. I initiated every single breakup only for you to end things saying that you couldn't get over it. You ruined us. I warned you we should have never started dating a long, long time ago. A long, long fucking time ago. And you gaslight me and convince me it was fine every single time because that's who you are. We will never, ever be together again. And I'm not a second choice. I'm the best thing you'll ever have. Even with all my mistakes, you once again waited and strung me along until it was convenient for you. It broke me last time. This time it changed me. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Whole thing. Living a full ass other reality, man.
I'm just
legit.
I can imagine her at home writing this in her notes app while her husband's sitting right there.
Right.
I don't know where this woman.
Does she have any kids, by the way?
No kids.
Okay, got it.
Thank God, Jesus Christ. But so let me get to the second half. I am not sad. I'm fucking mad. I let a 16-year-old fuck with me like that. And I made a promise to myself that I will never let any guy fuck with me like that again, ever. In the end, we both lost. You lost a girl who would have stuck with you through thick and thin, who would have changed anything about herself.
Not a loyal bitch. That's so funny.
Right. And she goes, changed anything about herself to make you happy. And I lost the person I was before I met you.
Crazy.
She was literally like, I will change everything just to be with you. Bitch, he's 14. He does what? He should be in school doing other I can't even. I don't even know where
so
she
was. So he was a freshman when.
Yeah.
So he had just started the high school too.
And she was going this insane, mind you. What are you talking about? I would never let this happen again. Bitch, you're married.
Right.
You're engaged. There should never. There's what's it called? The vows you take. I don't understand.
Yeah, she's like, never let it happen again. Like, you're married. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
right? It shouldn't have happened. But either way, okay, so then under section titled Manifestations, they found an excerpt that read the victim's name, because they never say the victim's name. So that's why I always say victim. Victim is going to reach out to me soon and try to fix things between us. In the meantime, I'm going to live my best life knowing he's not the person I thought he was and that he is beneath me. So this is her manifesting that this child comes back to her. In addition, detectives found another note dated November 11, 2024, which says the following in a relevant part, the victim's name and I will connect again soon in a positive way. We will both get the closure we need in order to move on in a healthy way. We'll be able to be part of each other's lives forever. We will be in each other's lives forever. She says that twice, not that I read it twice. We will be able to love each other while also living our own lives.
While also living our own lives?
I guess meaning like they'll still stay connected even if it means like she's still with her husband and he goes off and does something.
No, she was like planning on like having a full ass like husband and continue to abuse the child. It's crazy.
And just the fact that she was trying to manifest that this child comes back to her, and she had to calm her anxiety so much that she was writing this shit in her phone. Like such a disgusting thing. I can't even fathom it. I don't understand where her head was at or what she was thinking. But so the police find this, and of course they interview her to get what she has to say for herself. And she adamantly denied having sex with the victim. According to the defendant, are you sitting down for this? Okay, good. According to the defendant, everyone comes after her because she is good looking.
Oh my
She is
God.
just a good person who cared too much about the victim. She says that they're trying to come after me because I'm really good looking.
Since I'm pretty.
I'm just too pretty, and now they're just trying to destroy me. Like, you could have said anything else, but I guess it just shows her level of like maturity. And I guess that's just how they all think of this is it's everyone else and not them.
Right.
So she says, so again, she's claiming that she's just too good looking. Everyone comes after her.
It's too hot.
And then in the same breath, she admitted she knew her relationship was wrong, but was unable to stop because she cares too much about him. When confronted on the text messages that she had been sending, guess what she says? She claims that the victim had grabbed her phone unattended, had entered her password, which he knew because he's seen her put it in before, and sent the text messages to her phone, basically created the conversation himself. He took her phone, sent those texts, then replied to those same texts. And then texted
himself back from her phone.
And then deleted all the evidence on her phone. So she had no idea any of that existed.
Okay. Right.
And she says that he had saved it on his phone as blackmail. So she's trying to say that once again, they're just trying to come after me, And isn't it wild that she's trying to throw him under the bus while the victim was trying to help her?
Yeah.
Like trying to lessen what actually happened. So that just kind of shows like, yeah, she's a full-on predator, and that's exactly how they are. So then when she was confronted about the Notes app, the defendant said this is an outlet for her anxiety, and she attributed her anxiety to the victim because they had opened up to each other. According to the defendant, she didn't want to see the victim get in trouble like the victim's older brother did. I don't know what that means. They never mentioned anything about the older brother, so that's just there. The defendant admitted the entire March note was about the victim, but then pivoted and said that any reference to sex was specifically about her husband. When asked about, so she's claiming, even though it was the victim's name in there, and she says a 16-year-old, she is claiming that it was her husband.
I see.
That makes sense. Why don't you leave out of here? You're right. Let's just take these handcuffs off. You go have a good marriage with your husband. You're so right. We so see that. Bitch. Anyways, when asked about the statements referring to cheating, defendant blamed victim for cheating on her emotionally by having sex with his girlfriend because she cared about how the victim was doing and she was looking out for him. Okay, yeah. That's so true. That makes so much sense. I'm so glad you cleared that up. Obviously, okay, now we get it. Now you can really leave. Nothing wrong with that, sweetie.
Nothing to see here. Yeah.
You're so stable. Okay, and then throughout her interview, the defendant tried to paint the victim as her stalker. She claimed that her husband was aware, but oddly enough, her husband told detectives that he knows nothing about this. Beyond his status as a soccer player, he had no idea who this person was. Because remember, she did coaching. So the husband only knew him through that. So, moral of this story is that her husband is sticking by her side.
Damn.
Her and her husband walk into court hand in hand, holding hands together. His family is standing by her side. Her family and his family both go to the trials together, and they're basically, I guess, believing whatever shenanigans or stories that she's saying. And she is right now indicted on 55 total criminal charges. 55 charges regarding an alleged long-term sexual relationship with a 15-year-old, which she pleaded not guilty. Baby girl. 55. And her husband is still standing with her. Now, I thought for a second, maybe he's standing with her because he's worried that if their divorce gets too messy, that she can take stuff. He can take half. Or maybe she has blackmail on him, and so he has to stick by her side. Because why else? Like, what could she have said that makes you believe any of this?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Like, I'm sorry. And I started feeling bad for him, but now I don't feel bad for him because I feel like he's definitely choosing this.
Yeah, I feel like there's something there. There has to be something there.
I to this moment, I still don't understand how you can be in a relationship or even living with someone who you think could do something like that.
Yeah. Well, you have to not believe it. So either like you really don't believe it, you know what I mean? Or like you have to like, yeah. If you believe it, then that's like that's
But
when
how can he not believe it with the evidence that's coming forward? Like, it's just, I wonder how she's playing it off. But so looking through this whole case, that's all the information we have. But the other great thing about the TikToker that I follow, Abby Blabby.
Those are all words that if you said about 10 years ago make no sense.
What?
20 years ago. Your sentence of the TikToker that I follow.
Yeah. Maybe that's so hard. That's why it's so hard to say, because
like,
as humans, we haven't been used to that sentence.
Literally. Doesn't those like new terms. Like
the new way, our tongues aren't used to that wording. It's struggling.
Exactly.
I'm struggling, but so the TikToker Abby Blabby goes to the court cases. She goes to the trials. That's how she gets all this information, and then she shares it with us.
How did you get in? Do you just like say that you want to go?
Yeah, it's open to the public.
Interesting. Wow.
You can go to any trial. The only time they, I guess you can say, censor it is just based on if you can film inside the courtroom or not.
I see.
So other than that, you can go to any court case. And I'm going to send you a video. Abby went to the courthouse and filmed them walking in to the courthouse and the people bombarding them with questions. And you also get to see her husband, who's standing next to her, walking hand in hand.
Michael, were you aware of those 52 new charges? How do you feel? How do you feel knowing she was sneaking this child into your home and hiding any evidence of you being there so she could RAPE him?
50 times, Christina. Anything you want to say, every story has two sides.
Why would you accept Michael's proposal?
Michael, just why are you still with her? Anything you want to say?
She said she was going to take your family for millions and then be with this child after he graduated high school. And you're still going to be here to support her and hold her hand? Christina, why did you tell a child that if he couldn't get you pregnant, you would get a sperm donor? Because it was him or nobody. While you're married.
So I absolutely love that woman.
Wild, man.
Abby, I love Abby. That's the woman I'm referring to. That's the one.
That's wild.
So yeah, so that's her and her husband. They're standing strong together. There must be something weird. I'm sorry. Like, she must have something on the family, have something on him.
Something. There has to be something for sure. Yeah, there's no way.
Because he's willing to put himself through this, and his family sticking by her side. I mean, I get it. They've been together.
And the family.
And the family.
Yeah.
Her father-in-law has been seen in the courtroom giving bad looks to people who go there. Like this woman, Abby, said that the father has gave her dirty looks because they know that she posts about the trial online, and that the father has been defending her, or her father-in-law has been defending her. It's just insane. There must be something in the water in that area that is making these people just not mentally there.
Right. Yeah, and also the fact that, like, I just don't know how if she has convinced them, she must be really, really good at manipulation. Which, like,
well, yeah, that's a scary thought, because I can't even. I'm actually interested to like see what happens with the trial and how she tries to spin this now.
Right.
I don't know how he could take her seriously by her saying, "Oh, it's just that I'm really, really, really ridiculously good looking, and that's why they come after me." Like, how if my significant other said that, I would disintegrate from like embarrassment. Like, I would be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. So we will keep up to date on this.
With Abby Blabby.
The Abby Blabby, and keep up to date on Christina Formella, because again, she has 55 charges against her. And so she's looking, found guilty, at a long sentence, which she deserves. And hopefully, if she does go to jail, then her husband will be able to like leave,
Yeah.
It will be a sign.
Maybe that will be the only way to actually get out of her manipulation.
If he sticks by her in jail, I swear to God, Sue, I will shave my head. I'll be so mad.
Yeah.
How is it I'm single, I can't find a guy, but yet this woman who's grooming this 14-year-old victim, the husband's like, you know what, that's not that bad. I can't say divorce. Till death do us part, am I right? Like, no,
Crazy.
I think God will be fine if you leave her.
You can't even get a call back, and this woman is...
I can't even get a text. I can't even get a message back on Hinge. And this woman's out here just manipulating all of these individuals.
Everybody, bro. Everybody.
Thank you so much for being with us. And tell your friends, men, or enemies, we're not picky. Follow Hair Up, Bra Off everywhere you scroll. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you next time.